both Democrats and Republicans are going to...
Hey, how you doing? This is Tom, and this is Tom. Let me shut this down here.
I don't know how long it's going to go for him. I don't know how well it's going to go.
One of these knobs.
So,
there we go. This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show, and I got something really, really interesting today. This is from Jeff. He brings me radios to reveal my show, loans me those, and this one is pretty special. And let me show you. Here we go. There it is. This is a multi-band radio. It was released in about 1973, 1976 under different names. Now, this one, the name is Alexander's, which Jeff told me that this was a department store chain way back then. Not necessarily all over the United States, but probably in central part of the United States. And like today, really a lot, they bought a bunch of radios and got their name put on it. This actually is a K-O-Y-O-T, excuse me, that's the brand name, and the model number is KTR 1665. And there's a series of this 166X radios, and they're slightly different. It is, like I say, a multi-band. It has AM, marine band, which is 1.6 to 4 megahertz, shortwave 1, which is 3.7 to 9 megahertz, shortwave 2, which is 9 megahertz to 22 megahertz, long wave, FM, air band, and what used to be called the police band. Of course, the police, fire, and EMS have gone up to UHF in most locales, or VHF. Very few are still down in this area of 140 to 174. That's still the business band. Okay, yeah. Let me show you. This is the cover for it, which it's hinged at the bottom, little tiny hinges, and they break off. A lot of times this is lost, and it has in the top, it has a world map and a little dial there for determining the time at various parts of the world. So, pretty good display, and I'm going to zoom in here in a few seconds. Fine tuning. It has fine tuning and regular tuning, on-off volume and tone. Has two antennas, one for VHF and above, and one for shortwave, and I believe this one is also for the FM band. So two different antennas hooked up different. It's AC and DC. It has a built-in AC adapter, so you just plug it in, you pull out the cord that's permanently attached to plug it in, which it's running on AC right now, or you can put in batteries, which I think are, let's just turn around here for a second, and maybe I need to zoom in. Here's the back of it. Let me zoom in. I went to a little lower resolution on my camera so I can zoom in tighter. And this little cover right here pops up. And let me see if I can move my camera down a little bit. There is the DC, the battery case. Insert, see if it says, I think they are, I can't read it. It's embossed, it's not colored. I think it's for either D cells or C cells. I don't know which. Let me put this back in there now. There we go. It's got something written on there by hand. It says 1973, 1976 KO. See, it does say KO on here. 14 transistor. So somebody has put that on there. Yeah, let's close this down. That's all that's on the back. This is wood. And then turn around the other way. You have the side connectors again, which is quite plentiful in the options. Let's see if I can zoom in a little more on that. The lighting is not right, so it's hard to read. It has a smaller earphone jack, a larger 1/8 inch, it's an 1/8 1/4 inch headphones jack. It has 2 switches, one for, I don't know, one for, again it's in box, AC or DC, and one for internal antenna or external antenna. And then this is the antenna connection for your typical antenna, which is, I think it's a pin, what's called a pin connector. I don't know if I have, no, I don't have one readily available. But it's similar to, not the same, but it's similar to this kind of connector, but it's not pointed. That's your one antenna connection, and then here's another set of antenna connections here, or it's marked again. Let's see if I can read it. VHF. This is for VHF, and then the other one just says antenna, so I guess that's the ground. Okay, so we do have ports, and I did take my antenna. This is an HF antenna lead, which you can't see because I can't get, let me zoom back out. Anyway, here is a coax connector. I just touched the center part of this to this outside shell, and it gave me the connection like it was seeing that outside antenna. These, I think, under the KOYO brand, sold for about 50 pounds. So they sold over in Europe. That's about all I found about it, and I found that information, and maybe I can show you here temporarily or quickly to get my screens right here. And of course, now that I've moved my camera off my screen, I can't see where it's pointing. Can't see where it's pointing. So there it is right there. Let me move this down. And I don't know what you're seeing because I can't see it anymore. But here is Practical Wireless Magazine, I think it's called. It's a PDF. Anyway, here's an ad for this store that sells Grundig and Akaya, Toshiba shortwave radios. And like I say, I don't know what you're seeing because I can't see what I'm seeing. And this is just a PDF on the internet I found when I searched on this model number. Okay, let me get this back up so I can see where the camera is pointing. And we'll go back over here. Alrighty. So I had it turned on initially on the AM band, and reception is fantastic. Let me zoom back in a little bit. I got a terrible glare here, so sorry for that. I can't really get rid of it. And then of course the camera is like trying to adjust for that lighting, which I've got that turned off, but it's still trying to adjust. And boy, computers, I'm getting where I can't control computers anymore. They just do things on their own. Anyway, so let's turn the volume back up, or turn it back on, or volume down again. Okay, now I've lost that station.
Mark of Pompeo's finger at Foggy Bottom. This, along with
lots of volume, good fidelity. Got a big speaker down here on the bottom, Monero of course. Here are the band selects. It's got AFC, automatic frequency control if you're on FM, shortwave 2, 1, marine band, AM, long wave, FM, air band, and police band. And then over here is the dial light, which is momentary. See, I think I can barely see it because I got plenty of light on it right now. Everything is working. We look at Jeff's notes here. He said that he got this off of a seller from the Radio Attic webpage. He paid $89 for it. And all he did was, where did I see that? Oh, the only thing I did was to detox it on the switches. Put detox. That's all he did. Didn't have to have caps replaced or anything. He said the Alexander's department stores, there were 11 to 13 stores along the northern eastern seaboard. And that's where the name came from, although it's the original brand is that other one I told you about. Anyway, let me just show you it in action. 8 bands again. AM works great. No hum, no distortion. Tunes really, like I say, it's got main tuning and fine tuning.
23 on AM Tampa Bay, and maybe you're in Queen today, unavailable.
Clear as a bell. So let's go to FM just briefly. All these switches work fine. And we turn the volume up. I got to watch out for music. Okay, this now I need to extend, and my camera is. I got to extend the FM antenna. The antennas are about. Let me see. Just fully extended carefully. There we go. And their swivel. It's how the camera range, but trust me. Okay, come on, camera, stay up. So there's swivel. Once you get them fully extended, they're about 2 feet long. Let's see if we got station now. There's talking. So there's talk radio. That's the thing about FM nowadays. I remember when FM first came around, it was all music, very, very few commercials. Now, tons of commercials, and 90%, well not 90%, but at least 50% is talk radio. FM I'm talking about. So, anyway, tunes FM fine. Let's go. Probably won't hear much on shortwave. It's 7:30 in the morning here in Clearwater. Shortwave bands have been pretty bad. We'll try. Turn the volume up as far as I dare. And we'll see what we can tune. There's something. Cuban station, I think. Tune it in. There we go. So we can use the fine tuning. That's a nice feature. And let's see, we are at shortwave 1, about 5 point something, which is this time of the morning. Shut up. This time in the morning here in Florida, I get a lot of Spanish speaking stations. Probably probably in Florida or in Cuba or South America or something like that. They come booming in. Let me see if I can go up a little higher and find something other than that. Let's go up to about, yeah, another one. Like I say, I don't expect to get much. I can't even get anything on my outside antenna. Let's see, do I have? See, WWV on 5 megahertz would be down here. Whoa. See if I can get that. I don't hear anything. It's getting to a point where the time of day 5 megahertz is going away as far as reception, and 10 megahertz is coming in. We can, let's see, do we have, yeah, we have on shortwave 2, we have 10 megahertz. No, another Cuban station, or Spanish. I don't hear WWV though. Could be right around in there. Now I'm just touching the antenna. Of course, most of these telescopic antennas are way too short for reception. Now what I'll do is I'll just put this down carefully. And I could either touch my external 31-foot antenna to this telescopic antenna or touch it to the side. To that point I showed you. So I don't have much. Let's see, what is this one? Another antenna here. This is a Radio Shack multi-band type dipole. Whoops, that's closer to this side connector. Let me see if I can just touch it on there. Oh yeah. We turn the volume down. I'm just going to hold it on there. And I'm going to try to tune in 10 megahertz. There we go. There it is. So it's receiving that pretty good. I'm just using the tip, so I don't have the antenna fully connected because I don't have the ground side connected. And what's surprising, and I wish I could have found a manual so I could hook up things properly, but I'm thinking that, and my big finger's in the way so you can't see it. Where in the heck where's Mr. Finger when you need him? I need Mr. Finger. Aha! I found Mr. Finger. Okay. So, I think this right here is a ground for the antennas. So then you would hook a ground here, you'd hook your antenna center conductor there for shortwave, and then you would hook, if you want to use the air bands and use a VHF antenna, you would hook it here. So I think that's the way it works. So all I was doing is taking the center conductor and hooking it to there. And I think I have, let me see what position I got that switch in. Oh, I take that back. The switch is for local and DX, so the amplification. The other reading that I saw is right above that right there, that connector right there, and that says, I don't know what it says. It says shortwave external antenna, SWX, so that's what this is. So that apparently, you don't switch the antennas in and out, you just hook up an antenna. Again, I wish I had the manual so I could hopefully understand how to do this properly. But anyway, we did receive, by using an external antenna, WWV, 10 megahertz. And like I say, I don't have a ground, so this is a dipole. So it's dipole, so you really need, to get the full effect of the dipole, you need the ground connected. Alright, so it's received shortwave fine. I won't spend a lot of time searching the shortwave band, since shortwave right now is pretty limited. The conditions are not good. I'll briefly, because I'm already up to 20 minutes on this show, I'll briefly tune some of the other bands, like the air band. Let's see, go to air band, this one, turn the volume up. And I'm getting, this is, air band is 108 megahertz to 136. So I'm getting a lot of interference from my monitors and my computers. So I don't expect to find much here. There is a small airport about a half a mile from me, which does send out weather information continuously. And I'm not getting it. There's just too much interference from my electronics in this room. So let's get up on that. Long wave, I won't get anything here. Marine band, that's just the lower part of the shortwave band. And police band is really now the business band, which is 146 megahertz up to 174 megahertz. I might get something there. Let's go. Turn the volume up. Again, you saw the big difference it makes using an external antenna. Now, let me see for grins. I'll touch this antenna lead to and I'll hold it there and see if I can tune anything. Volume up? No. Something there. That actually sounds like, let me see. That actually sounds like the contiguous broadcast from the small airport, but except I'm on the police band. And if I go to air, let me see if I can hear that better now. I don't know what frequency it is. No, like I say, this is the setup I got it is not ideal. What I would, if I wanted to use this, and as you saw on shortwave, anything but AM and FM, an external antenna is almost a must on most radios. You got to get an antenna outside in the air, at least 15 feet, and bring the antenna lead-in down on shielded coax cable and connect the ground to the radio, so that shield can protect the signal from getting all the interference from your other electronics like I have in this room. I think I've babbled enough. Really, really nice radio. It works well, lots of coverage. Hooking up, like I say, a proper antenna is going to help a lot. It is pretty darn heavy. Yeah, it's heavy. It doesn't even have batteries in it. So it's heavy. It's got a nice, strong handle. Everything on this radio is pristine. No scratches. The dial face is nice and clean. Although reflective. All the controls work good. Like Jeff put in his notes, he cleaned all the controls with detox. Everything turns nice and smooth. Dial's nice and smooth. It's not sticking or anything. So this is in pristine condition. And I thank Jeff for loaning me this. That's about it. If you enjoyed the show, please give me a thumbs up. That's important for ratings on YouTube. Hitting thumbs up. And have a great day. Bye-bye.